I'm Sarah Bunwell, the editor of fundoperator.com. I'm here with Arthur Melkonian, Chief Operating Officer at Equinox Partners. Arthur is speaking at our Fund Operator Summit North America in May, and ahead of that, we wanted to catch up with him to get a little bit of a flavor of what he's going to be talking about. Hi, Arthur.
Hello. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me. So my first question is, how would you best describe digital transformation in the fund management industry? And what are some of the biggest trends that you're seeing at the moment?
Sure. Just fast forwarding, I mean, the Internet of Things have made things certainly faster over the last few years, but just here in the most recent time, things have gotten a lot faster, cheaper, and just a lot easier for folks like myself and teams that support folks like myself to get things done on the fund ops side. Just a couple of things, portals that are being offered from the fund admin side, different vendors providing things with passwordless access, paperless NAVs, and then just overall further process automation across the board.
Makes sense. And why do you think it's important for fund managers to consider taking steps forward in modernization? And what are some of the biggest advantages of doing that?
It certainly made my life easier, but I always equate it to, there's a fun thing that I've heard coming up in college and academia where they say, publish or die. I've kind of piggybacked off of that, and I take the automate or die stance in my role. So I like to further automate things, get people's hands off of things where things can be made easier, processes built around, and what we've done is use software to make things a lot easier for us, leveraging our vendors, leveraging different service providers. So if you don't do those things, you might find yourself in the back seat of a lot of these different processes that are moving forward, making things easier for your peers and not for yourself.
Great. And then thinking about some of the considerations, what do fund managers need to think about, and how can they overcome some of the challenges perhaps that come with modernization?
Yeah, certainly. Two things, the way I look at it is make sure you have the right team in place, make sure your team has the right tools. And what does that mean is make sure you partner up with the right vendors. Our line of work has a lot to do with engaging with vendors and different service providers and just different SaaS models that incorporate into the whole industry itself. So make sure when you're engaging with these different vendors and service providers, you're not just looking at it as a subscription service, but as more like a partner and an extension of your team. If you treat it as such, and we found a lot of success in partnering up with folks just with the mindset that they're going to be part of our team in the long run. Needless to say, we've had some where we've had to step back and say maybe not the right choice, but that's part of the learning process as you engage with the right vendors.
Of course. And what are some of the things that perhaps you or your peers can do now to prepare and make sure that they're able to take advantage of any new digital innovations as they become available?
Yeah, actually, coming to these types of events, there's a slew of events, and fortunately for us, they're all coming back online, in person. I've found that the remote option has become a bit tired over time, and I'm sure a lot of my peers are ready to get out there. And there's nothing better than coming to these types of conferences, learning what's going on, learning what the vendors are bringing to the market, and just overall knowing what is happening in the industry. Because if you don't, you might actually miss something big, and that could be a major trip up. So you lose nothing by coming out to these types of events and just learn.
Of course, and of course we'll be seeing you speaking at our event, which we're really looking forward to. Why should people come along to our event and to hear you speak? What are some of the benefits of discussing these topics? And I know you've mentioned a couple.
Yeah, so in particular, the regulatory side of things is moving so quickly and it's so fluid that there could be some major gaps in all research. Why not have a group think? And when you come to these types of summits and share ideas, talk to different vendors and what they're solving for. And you can approach these types of regulatory items or market movement items in a much more efficient manner if you have more information.
Great. Thank you so much, Arthur. I can't wait to hear more from you in May.
Looking forward to it, Sarah.